What's going on, guys? It's your boy Keystar, back at it again with another action figure unboxing review, showcase, whatever you want to call it. Sorry it's been a minute, guys. Life really does get in the way and there's just been various things going on. So I haven't really had time for reviews with work and such. But nonetheless, we're back with something absolutely awesome. This is the Aniplex BuzzMod 1/12 scale Giyu Tomioka from Kimetsu no Yaiba, or Demon Slayer, the shonen hit, which we all know and love. So it's a nice, awesome one to jump back into. So without any further ado, can you like, subscribe, all that boring stuff that you do not want to hear. We'll get our random item of the day out, and that is going to be some Kiora orange cordial that you can get from the shop. And yeah, and that's it really, so we're not going to babble on. First of all, we always start with the boring stuff, which is the box. There's not much to see. You can just see Aniplex BuzzMod, the Demon Slayer logo, 1/12, Giyu Tomioka, him looking cool in the window display, a few faces, the two swords, one sheathed, one open, his jacket, absolutely awesome, him obviously in the display there, some hands, and a nice art of him on the side. You got the other side of the box, which is just plain BuzzMod Demon Slayer. You got the back, which is quite cool. You get all the poses and various things you can do with your boy, and Japanese shebang, terms and conditions, all that boring stuff, yada yada. Other side exactly the same, a logo on the top and a logo on the bottom. And without further ado, guys, we won't play around, we'll just get straight into the unboxing. So back with you in just a minute, guys. So here we are, guys. To start with, we're going to go to the top cam and take a brief look at accessories and everything we get with our boy Giyu Tomioka. It's always the same with BuzzMod. They are very fiddly. They take a bit of time. So sit down, take a breath, and don't break anything. So, as you can see, the figure is looking absolutely beautiful. It's so cool. It's really good. I don't know what it is about BuzzMod, but I just love the oriental look that they have. So, as you can see, we have various face plates. I love that closed eye face plate there. Absolutely awesome. You got his Demon Slayer katana, painted lovely, pearlescent blue with the black contrast. The sheathed one, you got, I can't remember the name of these things, but it's basically the Demon Slayer coat that they all wear. They all have a signature one. That's looking awesome. And you have Giyu himself looking absolutely amazing. So there you go. Just a brief look at some of the accessories. You got some various hands there, not too many, which is what I like. I don't like too many hands. Then you have this awesome almost water effect, which we'll look closer into later. You have a cushion for him to sit down and detachable legs for the cushion. So yeah, that is the brief look at accessories, and we'll get back to the main review. So here we are, guys, fresh out the box. We're not going to play games. This is what you're greeted to. This is Giyu Tomioka in all his glory. And although a very simple design, I can't lie, I love the look of these things. I don't know what it is. I don't know why they're so awesome. But I don't know. I just don't know. They're just so cool in every way. So, as you can see, he's a basic samurai looking dude. We all know what he looks like. But there's just something about that almost China doll-esque look to these BuzzMods that make them pop so heavily. So we'll just run through the paint in detail quickly. So you have his black hair, which is articulated, very nice, with like little streaks to give it a glossy shine, very nice. You have a skin tone, which they seem to have perfected. Before there was a problem with BuzzMod, they could never quite get the skin tone right, but they seem to have mastered it now. It's no longer a yellow, it's a nice anime cream colour, which is absolutely awesome. You have his bright blue water Hashira eyes, as the camera really don't want to focus today. Very nice. The mouth painted lovely. You have the Demon Slayer outfit, so his basic school uniform, which is like almost a black this time, not a charcoal. So it's almost a black / blue. You have the writing on the back, the Hashira writing, absolutely awesome. Painted lovely. We have golden buttons, the almost priest-esque collar. You have the belt, painted lovely, absolutely awesome, with the metallic turquoise buckle. Very nice. Same all the way throughout, so you don't get much. It's just the bluish black uniform and the skin tone. Very simple, very, very nice. Absolutely awesome. And yeah, a few creases and a bit of shading at the legs to give it that material looking feel. Just what we're used to. It's the same body mold, which is, it kind of disappoints me that they always use the same body mold, besides with a Nosuke, but at the end of the day, it works, and it's why we buy these figures. You go down to the legs, you have his ankle wraps there, painted silver buttons, and a different colour socks with sandals, as all Hashira and Demon Slayers alike wear. So, yep, just basic stuff for Giyu's paint and detail. Obviously, I will show his Demon Slayer samurai coat later, and we'll have a look at the paint and detail of that. But for now, that's all we get. He's a simple guy, but it's effective. He looks like he's popped straight out the manga. Absolutely beautiful. In colour as well. So there we are, guys. That is all for paint and detail. What I'm going to do, I'm going to get the boring stuff out the way. Next is articulation. I'm going to leave him like this, and then I'll equip some of the accessories, show them off a bit more in depth, and equip his jacket so he looks awesome, and that will complete the figure and make it look better. But first, we'll get this out the way. Key's least favourite part of the review. So next, we have articulation. So he's on like a strange ball peg at the head. It's like attached to the faceplate. So you get nice range, up, down, left, right, side to side, all that yada. You actually get a articulated piece at the hair, so you can swivel that round, which is also quite nice. They didn't have to add that in, but they did, so that's quite good. So you can get all that jazz. You get a ball peg at the neck, so again, you can swivel that around, but be careful you don't scratch the paint. You get really good range at the arms, so because you got these Revoltech strange looking joints, which a lot of people don't like, but at the end of the day, it works. And if you don't like it, don't buy the figure. Simple as. So yeah, you can get beyond 90 there. You get a sort of top bicep swivel hinge thing, but it's single jointed. Actually, no, sorry. It looks double jointed almost. So you can get nice hug yourself poses and whatever you want to do. Quite good. Gymnastics, but be careful because these things break so easily. You get an elbow hinge there. So there you go, just a single one, bends whatever you need it to do, and you can swivel that too. And you get a wrist rotation and swivel there. That's the same for both arms, so not too shabby. You do get a swivel at the abdomen there, backwards and forwards, left and right slide. Don't scratch the paint though, because as you can see, these nice words at the back will scratch if you're not careful. Not only that, you do get a rotation at the waist also, and this floating piece at the crotch area, so not too bad. The legs, they are slightly limited, but if you are brave enough to stretch the joints out, you can actually get good range at the legs, but I'm not brave enough. That's about as far as I'm willing to go. So I'll do a 45 kick, and because it's a single peg, I'm not sure if you can see that very well because of Key's famous bad lighting, but nonetheless, there you go. I'm not brave enough to go any further than that, but you do get kind of that. Just 45 leg rotation or split kick if you want to. You can also go forward if you're brave enough, but we all know I'm a coward in terms of articulation, so I'm not going to do it. You do get a nice seamless single jointed knee, which I always appreciate because it's not too flashy, it's not too crazy, but it's effective. It goes to 90, so you can do balancing poses if you want to. That's really good, and it's seamless when you put it back, and that is always a good thing in terms of action figures. You do get rotation at the ankle area there, not too bad, but it doesn't move unfortunately, so the only movement you get at the leg area is this part here, but you come down to the foot and you get a nice toe hinge there, or ankle hinge, left, right, forwards and backwards, yada yada yada, and you get a toe pivot. So about 20 points of articulation, if not more, and I'm already worried about that joint messing around. I really do hate the articulation section, but never mind, it's got to be done. And just have caution, take a bit of time, and make sure you're not overstretching joints or causing any extra stress that you don't need to your action figures. Because when 100+ pound figure breaks, you will cry, unfortunately. And BuzzMods are really, really hard to come by, which is sad, really. Because once you break one, it's quite hard to get another for the same price. You'll have to fork out more 9 times out of 10. And now I've messed with the leg, I can't get it back in place. So that's absolutely perfect, Key. Well done. But anyway, enough of that, enough rambling, enough ranting. We're going to try and get his jacket on, and then see if we can zoom into accessories a bit more in depth. So I'll be back with you in just a second, guys. So there you are, guys. Here is the Water Hashira Giyu Tomioka, equipped with his samurai demon slayer kind of jacket piece, which absolutely makes all the difference in terms of this figure. The one gripe I have with these things is that it is so freaking fiddly just to get these on. It's almost comparable to putting a real life jacket on. So they're always too tight. I feel like they should make them a bit longer and a bit more easily kind of malleable and accessible. I mean, it does look awesome. You have the two sides from his two friends that passed away during the final selection arc that taught him how to fight. And that's why he wears this style jacket, to honour them. Half was the girl, half was the guy. I can't remember their names, but regardless, it looks absolutely awesome. And I also equipped his blade. So that really does make all the difference in my opinion. But the flimsiness is just so annoying. You'll see when you have one in hand, guys. It's just, it takes so long just to equip such a simple jacket piece. And I feel as though almost that shouldn't be the case, to be honest. It should be a lot easier to equip just a simple jacket. So as this drags on, because it took so long and I left the camera rolling while I did that, I may as well get all the accessories out. As we know, we can see he's got his jacket and his sword sheathed, but the main attraction is this Water Hashira katana. So if he wants to focus, we'll just move him to the side to make sure there's no issues. But there you go, there's a nice close-up of the katana. It shines in the light, which is absolutely beautiful there. Very nice. The handle, the embroidery is painted lovely. They didn't skimp out. The wrist guard has its own style, and it even has the Demon Slayer right in there in the Nichiren blade. So very nice, probably the best accessory that this guy comes with. Very nice indeed. You get generic hands. I'm not going to get them all out. There's just 6 hands. He comes with 2 placid open palm ones and then 6 others. So sword gripping, open palm, and just fist clenching. So that's quite good. You get the Demon Slayer cushion accessory, which we all know and we're used to. Not going to get that out. It's just the generic purple cushion if you want him in a sitting down pose. And you get the interchangeable knees to sit on the cushion. So you swap out the legs and then you can have him kind of kneeling down. If you want him in an easy position with no messing around, that's a nice way to do it. And then you get these beautiful, beautiful water effects. This is probably the main attraction of the figure. It's a beautiful water energy effect, translucent plastic, and it makes all the difference. You have like splashes and curves and all sorts, and you get 2. So I'm guessing this somehow just clips together. And then you get a nice water slashing effect, which is beautiful. You can set him up next to, with his sword in his hand, and you almost get a beautiful like upward slash, which I love it when they add an energy effect. You can also twist this part round and fiddle if you're brave enough to get different angles and effects if you really want to, but I'd be careful because it looks like that could break. But nonetheless, that was a really nice thing that they included, so I really like that. Finally, we'll wrap up with his face plates. So as you see, he's got his stoic Giyu depressed face that he's always rocking. You have an angry shouting faceplate, which I don't really care for that much. It's quite nice to have, but the mouth seems a bit too open for me. But it's nice if you want action poses, if you want him angry or attacking, it's quite good. But personally, I would have preferred a teeth gritting face, to be honest. But nonetheless, at least we have options. And finally, the most awesome part of this figure, and it sounds stupid, but a closed eye concentration faceplate is just absolutely epic. The sleepy boy head. Because I'm a sleepy boy, I always know what it be to be like this. So for me, that kind of like completes the figure, to be honest, and it's very nice. So very good, to be honest. Very, very good. If you're asking for the best 1/12 scale figure of Giyu that's articulated, this is the best you're going to get. It's the only one, I think, to be honest, that there is. And the fact that it's like manga accurate. People say it's a bit chunky and stodgy, but to be honest, I just love the way the manga's drawn. Every time I get one of these BuzzMods, I kind of say, I'm not going to get this one, I don't like this character. And I end up getting it anyway because they're just awesome. I think the only one I haven't got so far is Nezuko. They are very expensive, so they're like over $100 each. If you imported, probably 130 plus. But if you get lucky and you can get them for retail, you'll get them about 100 to 110. So you just got to keep your eyes out and stay frosty. But to be honest, if you do like this character and he is your favourite, the first Hashira we ever saw, the most powerful of the Demon Slayer Corps, being the Hashira, then if this guy is your favourite, then I would track him down, to be honest, before he's sold out. So yeah, all in, I kind of think that you do get a nice variety of accessories. There's not much else they could put in. Maybe a few extra expressions for your money and a spare sword in case you break one, but I think they do well. And BuzzMod always capture the likeness and the quality. I mean, there is always scuffs and bruises and such, but to be honest, in terms of like the quality and such, and I can't see many problems with mine. So yeah, I'm very happy with this. As I said, it's expensive, but worth it. If you love Demon Slayer, you're going to pick them up regardless. Beautiful piece. Absolutely beautiful piece. So yeah, I think one last thing we'll do is we'll just get a comparison with one of the other BuzzMods, my personal favourite Best Boy. So again, one last time guys, I'll be back with you momentarily. So there you are guys, as you can see, the two awesome Hashira strong boys there in all their glory. These things look amazing. I think if you like Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba, the no-brainer really. You're going to drop the money for them. Like, and when I just add the effect pieces, they look awesome. Pros about the Giyu figure, they finally got the height right. I feel like Rengoku should be taller than Giyu. He should be in fact about here. And it's just a shame that they didn't master the height for Rengoku, to be honest. The neck peg's a bit funny on him, but I prefer the way Rengoku's is just a basic ball joint. But to be honest, Giyu, they finally got the Hashira body correct. It looks awesome, and it just looks exactly like he does in the anime and the manga. You get nice face plates, you get nice accessories, beautiful. But the thing about Rengoku is, although I do like the cloth cloak, Rengoku's cloak being plastic is just a lot easier. You can remove it easily, you can pose it easily because it's just an articulated piece rather than a cloak, and it still looks effective. So I actually thought I'd prefer the material cloaks, but I think I actually prefer the plastic ones, to be fair. But nonetheless, these two look awesome side by side. And this guy is always going to be my favourite. He looks awesome. But if your favourite is Giyu, you need to grab him, to be honest. And I'm still going to grab the others, even though I said that I wouldn't. So yeah, I think that's it for this one really, guys. Sorry it was janky. I haven't done an action figure review in ages. It feels like it's been so long, and I was all over the place, to be honest. It was probably quite a poor review, but nonetheless, I thank you for coming down. I thank you for bearing with me, and I really appreciate it, to be honest. You guys are awesome. So yeah, all I can say is keep collecting cool things to keep your mind off any anxieties or stress that you may have. Life could always be worse, to be honest. We've got to be thankful for what we do have and try and just be good people and do the right thing. Just be wholesome in general. Drink all your water. And as always, the Hashira, Giyu Tomioka, and Rengoku say, stay safe and keep collecting.